I'm so tired. We got up at like 6 something because the plumber came out today at 7 a.m. For some reason, that's when he was scheduled to come out. And he had to do all the radiators. And since Moose is crazy and doesn't like new people, we figured it's probably best if we were out of the house. So it's like 10:30 now, but we've been out of the house since 7. We were, we went and got breakfast, and then we just hung out. We got gas, got the car washed, and then we just sat in the car for a little bit. And now we're gonna go out in the woods and take Moose for a walk on this nice long leash here, Moosey boy. And hope that he's at least partially done by the time we get back. I checked on him before we left, and it looked like he had all the fittings on the radiators hooked up and he was cutting pipes to run. The kitchen, I think, was done. He was working on the bedroom, but he has to run pipes all around. There's 3 radiators in the office, so he's got to run pipes to all 3 of those radiators and then drill a hole through the wall between the office and the living room, and then run pipes out there and then along to the radiator in the living room. So we told him we have to be at work at 4. He said he'd be done before that. So I sure hope he is. So we'll see. But yeah. So that's our morning. It's been interesting. We're gonna go enjoy the woods for a little bit though. See how he is when we get back. This is our little trail in the woods. Apparently this path goes like way up and around through here, so we're gonna take a look. But there's a lot of like, last time Feff found a bunch of blueberries. This time we found some raspberries here. Very good. So we got a bunch of berries and stuff around here. It's really pretty. So we're gonna walk through here and see what we find. We found this big building over here. This gate is not very effective at keeping people out. I think it's just supposed to keep cars out. I'm gonna take a look and see what this is. A water tower? I don't know. Looks like maybe, yeah, maybe it's just like a water tank of some sort.
It goes underground.
Yeah, there's a bunker there. What's in that bunker? Going down? It's locked there, but you can get up on the top of it? What do you think it is? We found this cool little trail. Man, look at that. That looks so cool. I love all the moss everywhere. It's like literally there's no really like underbrush. It's just moss. It's so cool back here. I don't know where this goes. That's where we get out. That's the road right there. So I think technically we're walking back the same way. I don't know. This is really pretty though. And we're back. And this is a much nicer way to walk over there than walking on the road to get to the entrance. So now we know we can literally just come in right here off of the path that goes back to our place. So the plumber just left. He got the radiator in the kitchen hooked up. And then here in the office, he ran all the pipes to this radiator, and then around here to the next one, and then around here to the next one. And the bedroom's hooked up in the same way. And then the only thing he has left is he has to hook up pipes there, drill a hole in this wall, and then run pipes along this wall, over here, and then it's gonna go like around this, down on the floor, and there's gonna be a cover over that, and then up to hook into this one. He's not coming back to do that until Monday morning. So Monday morning, bright and early, 7 a.m., he'll be here to finish that up. Luckily the bedroom's done, so I think I can just keep Moose in the bedroom on Monday, which will be easier, because I don't have anything on Monday until 4 o'clock, so I think it'll be fine. And it's just the one room he has left. So tomorrow, maybe, we'll put the house back to some sense of normalcy, but we'll see. Maybe when we get back tonight, if it's not too late.
Several days later.
The trash pile is gone. No more trash pile. And we have a vacuum cleaner now. Super duper. The trash pile has all been loaded up into the back of the car, and we're gonna go off to the recycling plant. Let's go. All right, we're here at the recycling center. It's really big, and we have all of this stuff. So we're gonna unload it and get it put away. And now the car is nice and empty, and that giant box of recycling is gone from our house. We have so much more room now. We decided to actually like go to a restaurant. I feel like we've just been like going to like fast places and like driving through places or like going to little cafes, but we decided to like sit down at a restaurant today. And this Italian place, this pizza looks so good. There's like roasted walnuts and honey on it. And Feff got this pasta arrabbiata. Oh, so we're gonna chow down on this, and then maybe we're gonna go to, we might be going back to El Gigante today, look at a monitor, maybe some TVs or something, I don't know. We get paid like next week, so some more stuff to buy. We're gonna buy some bedside tables, maybe go to IKEA and look at the desk that we want to make. Some IKEA stuff, so we might go look at that today, we'll see. But we went to a secondhand store, we found some really cool stuff. We found a new light for the living room. We found this really cool like vintage gramophone that we picked up that's gonna look really cool, I think, and especially when we get Feff's record player over here, and we can put that next to it. So we're gonna put that up. I'm so full, but also so happy, but also so full. It's time to go do more errands. So we were going for a walk in the woods with Moosey Boy, and we were walking around and we looked down and found chanterelle mushrooms. And there's like a bunch of them around us. So we're gonna pick some chanterelles. Ah, yeah, chanterelles. I'll show you our haul after we pick them all. And so these are all the chanterelles we found. We're gonna get them cleaned up, fried up, and we're gonna have them tonight. We marked the spot so we can go back later and see if there's any more. All right, so here's what we picked up at the thrift store. This is the light that we grabbed. I think we're gonna use this in the living room, but the cord is a little too short, but we can buy a new cord at IKEA, I guess, for pretty cheap. So we'll get a new cord, because what we wanna do with it, put it where this one is and then run the cord over so that it hangs over the table. Because right now this light's in like a very awkward spot, like right over the couch. So we're gonna have it run out so it hangs down over the table. We also got these for in the same room, just like little ends for a curtain rod. Once we eventually put a curtain up there, we thought that would fit well with kind of the other stuff we have going on in there. A couple of new things for the kitchen, just little things that we needed that we've been acquiring. A little whisk, some tongs. And then the really cool thing is this. It was a Odeon 1 gramophone, and it has this really cool little case. And now this is gonna be just decorative. It's not complete inside, but look how cool this thing is. It's missing like the main piece here, but it does have the needle, which we thought was really cool that it still has the needle. But it's really cool. I mean, the crank doesn't work either as far as I can tell. Well, maybe, I don't know. It has some resistance there. So maybe it works. It's moving it a little bit. But it's really cool. So, you know, that's gonna look really nice. Just sitting on the shelf by our actual record player. I think we're gonna clean this this chest up and maybe put some wood oil on it, and we're gonna see if that'll darken it up a little bit, or if we should get some stain instead. But we're gonna try to clean it up a little bit and then oil it and see what it looks like. So the tree oil that we had didn't really do what we wanted. We think it's just gonna, we just tested a little spot and we think it's just gonna make it more orange than dark. And we wanna make it darker. Like, we were hoping it'll make it a little bit darker, but I mean, I don't even think you can see on camera, like the trim piece right there, Feff just oiled and it's not really any difference. So we're gonna just get some stain and then we'll just buff it down and stain it darker. Not today because everything's closed, but maybe this week we'll work on that. So we tried. We're back at IKEA. We ate some meatballs and now we're having some kladdkaka, like a chocolate cake. We're gonna get a couple things for the kitchen today. We're gonna get a longer cord so we can hang up that overhead light in our living room. And we're gonna look at a few decorations because payday's on Thursday. So we're gonna come back maybe and get some more decorations for the house. All right, so we gotta get some kitchen utensils that we've been missing. Some spatulas and things. They just have like little tiny skinny spatulas. It's like a fish spatula. Where's like a big spatula? Oh, maybe this is like a normal spatula. Shows them flipping eggs and meatball with it. It's just Swedish style spatula. Interesting. So we need a spatula. We need a few other things. Like we're gonna get like a garlic press and things like that. And then we're gonna come back after payday and get all the stuff to make our desk. We're just doing like legs and then like IKEA countertops, like $60 for 246 centimeters. We're making L desks, so I think we can buy 3 of them, and then some legs for them, and then one of the legs, or one of the sides on each of the desks is gonna be like drawers. So I think it's gonna be like maybe $300 to make 2 desks, which they're gonna be big freaking desks, so I don't think that's bad at all. We found some good stuff at IKEA, and now we're over here back at the paint store where I spent so much of my life only like a month ago. And we're getting some wood stain because that chest that we have over at home that we're gonna put some blankets in and things, we want to stain it because we don't love how it looks. We need to sand it down, we need to stain it a darker color. So maybe something like this.
They have this
and they have more stain over here. Oh, we have some of these here. I kind of like this one.
Yeah, this one's nice.
Maybe we go with something like this. We don't need that much.
This is barista. I don't know which one that is.
Barista. So we're gonna grab some stain. Go back home and put the light up in the living room and then stain this chest. So let's get to it. So here's one of the things that we got for our balcony, and it makes such a satisfying noise. And then we picked this up so we can finish hanging up the light in the living room. Got some kitchen stuff, potato peeler and can opener and all those fun things. A little thing for a dish brush and everything over here by the sink. You know, a lot of just super fun stuff. Went to the grocery, picked up some groceries, and got some stain. So we're gonna hang that little guy up out on the balcony. We're gonna take the hardware off of this, and then we're gonna sand it down and stain it. Hi there, Moosey boy. Moosey has destroyed his new toy that we got him because that's his favorite thing to do. He loves to destroy toys. And then we're gonna replace this light with a much better one up there. So let's get to it. We're gonna do some work today. Project 1 done. We've just about got all of the hardware taken off except for the hinges on the back because we're gonna leave the lid on and just go around that because I don't want to deal with that. And we're not gonna be, you know, painting or staining the inside at all. We're just staining the outside. So we got all this taken off, and now we're going to get to sanding it, and then time to stain. Well, hey, little spider bro. We got it sanded. We got it wiped down. We're gonna throw some stain on it. We're gonna see how it looks. Let's go. All right, we got the first coat on. We're gonna let this sit and dry. Come back in like an hour, see how it looks, but it's definitely a lot darker now. We want it to be a little bit darker than this though, so I think we're gonna let this dry, see how it looks when it's all dried up, and then maybe do another coat on top of it. We'll see. Again, we'll see what it looks like when it's dried, but I really like how it's looking right now. And I think once we get the hardware put back on, it's gonna look really nice. So the sanding, I think, helped clean it up a lot. We cleaned up some of the nicks and things that were on it. I think it's looking really good. So we're gonna raise it up a little bit, obviously, but we need to get some like wire stays to get it to stay along that channel there. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. Again, it'll probably go up like a couple inches, and we'll have that secured to the actual ceiling, so it's not just hanging out in free fall, and it'll look a little bit better there. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset by that. We wanted it to hang over our table, so we, like I said, it's gonna be up. And also, when we get an actual TV stand, the TV is not gonna be sitting this high up at all. Like, the TV stand is gonna be much lower, so it's not gonna obstruct the view at all. Much softer than the old light. Feff was saying that she thought as well that there's a way to like have it come out on the top, but I don't think you can with this kind of cap. Maybe we have to get a different cap. All right, so apparently we just need to get like a different thing that has like a cover there, and then like a cover for the thing. Because this has the notch on the top that we can cut out and then have it come out the top, but then we don't have something to cover the cords that are in here. So like that would be there, and then that would be open, but there's like a different thing. So we're gonna get a different thing that has like that with the cutout, and then it runs along, and then has another cover for that to drop down there. So this will be fine for now, because this is just like what it came with. But yeah, we'll get the one that we're actually supposed to have, and then we'll put that up, you know? But like, you learn, you know? You try things and they don't work, and then they don't look so good, and you're like, how can I make that look better? And then you Google it a whole bunch, and then you find out how to make it look better. Or Feff Googles it a whole bunch, actually. I didn't do any Googling. And then you find out how to make it look better. So like, maybe tomorrow we'll go out and get that, who knows? All right, so this is about an hour and a half later. After one coat, it's dried. We're gonna hit it with a second coat and see how it looks. Oh yeah, super happy with how that turned out. Much darker than what we started with, which is what we were going for. We didn't want something that was like super, super dark, because we still wanted to match what we got kind of going on in there. And I think this definitely does. So we're gonna let this dry for an hour or two, and then we'll come back out and we'll put all the metal back on and see how the final product looks. And we're all done. It is much darker than it used to be. I mean, it used to be maybe not exactly this color as the inside, but like slightly darker than that. And now, much darker. I might or might not have sheared two of the screws off while I was putting them back together. And so there's, you know, a little bit of screw stuck in there, and no head on the screw now. But it's fine. We'll just get some glue, make sure that's, you know, glued down nice and tight. That's a tomorrow problem. But yeah, now we can actually like put stuff on top of it, and we're gonna put some blankets and stuff in it. I'd say it was a pretty successful day. So we got the thing to cover up the light up on the ceiling, and we also got a rug. We got a really good deal on it too. So the rug is gonna be for the living room. We took a look at the desks again, the stuff that we're gonna get at IKEA. Figured out pricing a little bit more for when we get paid. We're actually gonna drive over to the recycling center right now and see, because there's like an area of the recycling center where there's like stuff that people are just getting rid of for free. And usually it's like building materials and stuff. So we're gonna go see if there's any wood or like countertops or anything that we might be able to use as a desk there. So let's head that way. It looks like we struck out today because there's just some doors here. Unless we wanna like take these doors and make door desks. But I don't think we want to, so unfortunately, just looks like there's some glass doors and some regular doors, so nothing good here today for the desks, but we checked. Much better looking. So now we have the light over here hung with the actual pieces that are meant to hide the cord. So that's there, and this is our new rug. I think it looks really good in here. So we have this awesome rug in here now. We have that up, and we got the glue to slap that bad boy down, And all the projects for the from yesterday are finished up. The only other thing I'm gonna do is we have a different like little key rack for downstairs. So I'm gonna go down there and swap that one out. We also put some more things up on the wall. So we have this little mirror with some hooks right here at the top of our stairs. We hung up our bellows that we got at the secondhand store there. I think it looks super cool there. We got these at a flea market, so hung those up there. And I think that's all we hung up so far. But it's coming along. We're getting stuff on the walls. We got to put these up still. We got those as a wedding gift. Super cool. Chicago, and then it says together is our favorite place to be, and then a big one of Jönköping. So we got those to put up. We got this shelf to put up. A couple other things. This mirror here. Got to figure out where we want that. And then we have a couple other mirrors as well. And we need to figure out where we're gonna put those. I don't know where those mirrors are right now, but we'll find them. And we gotta put those up as well. Things are going up on the walls. It's starting to feel more like home. And there we go. It looks much nicer. Also, another news. I wanna find the person that invented flathead screws and kick them right in the chin. They're so stupid. Why don't you just use a Phillips head? They're so much easier to screw in, and then your screwdriver doesn't flip off and stab you with the finger. But it looks much better than this old guy, so I'm happy with it.